Real funny. Isn't he the chuckles you are?
Tell him how it's done.
You smile.
Alright.
There's something real shifty about Cedric. I don't know what he's up to, but I wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of it.
Yeah. Haven't been able to get to the bottom of this, man.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
Just no way.
You've returned. Hope you're finding the hotel to your liking.
Right.
Now, what can I lend a hand with?
Guess
What floor would you like to visit?
not. VIP guest.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Anything to help my lockpicking skills? Alright, before we do something like that.
What floor would you like to visit?
Penthouse suite.
Next up, the finest seat in the house.
Alright. I don't think I know who did it. Ellie, I don't know.
I call the big bed. Anyone wants to challenge me, we can play a hand of cards.
Alright. What do you want?
Inspector?
Man's tracked down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Birdie's something of a character, but he's harmless. I feel a little bad for him.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
Go easy on him. Just lost the love of his life.
I don't understand what it was that Helen saw in Bertie. Whatever it was, she seemed to trust him implicitly. He was always on his best behavior around her. Or he tried.
Right.
I'm not a heartless man, Inspector. I know that losing Helen must have shaken Bertie to his core. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
I really don't.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
Yeah, by the way, Birdie agreed to stay at the Grand.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Birdie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. I'll make my report of your investigation into Birdie.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else for me?
I'll leave the Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
Cedric's a slippery guy. Didn't find much to build a case.
That doesn't surprise me. Cedric practically stole his way to Eridanos. He'll do everything in his power to keep you off his trail. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
Helen was making money for Cedric. I doubt he has a motive for killing her.
No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Yeah, sorry it disappoints you, Ludovico. He's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
I'll be back. I have no idea who the hell killed him. I think I do, but... something I'm missing.
What floor would you like to visit? If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already...
Fine.
What the? Thought I heard some... Hey, you! What do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all.
All right. I got my eye on you.
Shit.
Wow, how'd you do that?
I don't know. I gotta look around here. It's not full of broken. Damn it, it's the wrong room. Is this robot's room? How are you?
This unit has not yet completed its Grief's Verbiage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board certified standards. This unit has not yet.
Damn it. I think he's guilty. Got their eye on me now.
What floor would you like to visit?
Lobby, please.
To the lobby we go.
Damn it. What am I missing?
How'd you do that so fast?
I'm not sure. Who is this?
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you. Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom.
I recognize your voice. Pleased to finally meet you.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I'm glad to meet you too. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything.
Said you operate the elevator. Can guests not press the buttons themselves?
Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy. Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button. It's an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around. I do take occasional breaks and sleep every so often.
Okay. So I assume the bellhops all know each other and gossip about Norville.
Oh yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it. And so handsome too.
Oh, so you like him.
His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something. A little beyond his station.
Right. Okay, so you know anything about Bellhop Owens? Chef was talking about him.
Owens? I hardly spot him. Generally, he's at Mr. Woolrich's beck and call, fetching this or that, helping with his room, and providing as his acting partner far more often than not. Ooh, that was strange. I've never felt quite as pleased as I just was to be tasked with working this elevator for 16 hours every day.
Yikes. Okay, do you know anything about Halsey and Helen's murder?
Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off.
Have marauders been a problem at the Grand Colonial before?
Well, not necessarily, but they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are. Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
Okay, goodbye. I don't think she did it.
Guess I ought to call you Inspector while we're on Eridanos.
Oh, please don't. I'm not even really sure what I'm doing anymore.
Of course the hotel don't give their workers a decent living. Why would they? That'd be, you know, decent.
Right. I agree. Helen is down this. Finally. Welcome our mods. Who's that? Access door control. Engineer's notes. You have access to bomb mods, minimal effort door control protocol. You're not bomb access into my person. Okay, okay, to our mods. Robert, just inform me that tampering with hotel property is unacceptable. You were not authorized to repair the malfunctioning time clock. I know you're eager to avail yourself of Rizzo's free tour in exchange for 10,000 hours on the clock, but you've forgotten where you lost these lives. By accepting that free tour, you would have unwittingly agreed to become part of the Rizzo family. You're a slug, not Rizzo's. Rather, you were a slug. I'm disappointed in you, Robert. Consider this your termination notice. This is door control.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I've not found the key for A2. I've eaten purple berries which were in the refrigerator. Okay. Is. Really swell. Don't care. Oh, this is Bob Mott. I don't know. I do not know. I'm gonna have to look at my board. See if I'm able to deduce who killed him.
I hope you catch the killer soon, Inspector. I don't want to see the Grand Colonial shut down.
Hello there, my inordinately... Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again. Thanks so much for brightening my day.
Sure.
What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Penthouse suite.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
I don't know, man. Excuse me. Passing. Orange has fooled them. If you don't know what you're up to. And suspects. He needs to be the finest killer. Cocaine. Deception. Maintenance logs were nearly destroyed. Remnants suggested someone had access to Burridge's overrides, then attempted to destroy the records. Sam was shot at hotel security footage. Well. You discover okay, well, it's way tampering with food. Right. Send the invoice, standard record, special request. Parvati Holcomb. Victims. Keen. Look at the Prophet's Retreat. Encourage to enjoy the hotel's amenities when they're not busy purging themselves on viewers. Business set on sublight underground, something a misnomer. Sublight ground operation is high above ground as any location. Right. Wiz Bluesome led you to R&D, but when you ride on that driven growing, cultivating Rizzo's proprietary purple berry, something green and majority confections, and the gun model needle gun. Exact replica of the needler. You discover traces of chemicals in Helen's upturned. Someone removed the needler from her belongings. Bottle Spectrum Brown. News flavor. Disaster waiting to happen. Bomb. Corpse. Take a step back.
Inspector,
I know who killed Halsey and Helen.
I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
I don't know. Spencer Woolrich.
Really? Spencer Woolrich killed Halcyon Helen? As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, that sounds like the highlight of his career. What makes you think it was Spencer?
He's been Helen's chief rival all his life.
Yes, a jealous artist murders his popular rival. It's just like Salieri and Mozart. I think this could work. Walk me through your reasoning. What happened on the night of the murder?
Hell, he had help. I think that Burbage 3001 was involved.
Burbage, the auto-mechanical. That's a curious deduction. What makes you so sure?
Burbage is a modified security mechanical. They usually have plasma weapons.
An interesting observation. Woolrich used Burbage to kill Helen on his behalf. I'll make a note of that in my report. All right, Woolrich clearly had a plan to kill Helen. He had motive and he had intent. What happened in the ballroom?
Security cameras were off at the time. Woolrich used that moment to kill Helen.
Woolrich's actions were obviously premeditated. It is ironic to me that he performed his most notorious role while the cameras were off. It's clear to me that Spencer Woolrich murdered Halcyon Helen. I appreciate your help, Inspector.
But I haven't given you any real evidence. It's all circumstantial.
You've given me enough to clear this institution's name in the eyes of the colony. That's all I ever asked of you. We're done here. Spencer Woolrich killed Halcyon Helen. If he thinks Aetherwave critics are harsh, he hasn't seen the Labyrinth's inmates. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
Someone's trying to kill you? Well, direct. I'll be right over.
Now, Inspector. Damn it. Someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
So, guys, should we help him out?
Whoever the real killer is. I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
All right. I got nothing going on.
We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take the wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Where the hell is he?
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
Alright, let's get outside. Oh, crap. Who are we taking with us? Sorry. Let's go. Where the hell is he? Oh, he's over here. Wow.
Mess with us.
Gonna have to chew.
Ooh, this is heavenly. Think they'll have free samples? Maybe new colors they haven't tested yet. I wonder what a spectrum fuchsia would taste like.
You don't want to drink any of this junk.
Welcome, valued patron, to our splendiferous source of spectacular spirits and sweets. Rizzo's is committed to bringing joy and happiness to our colony. Feel free to browse the various displays in front of you to learn about our humble facility and the wonderful products we provide.
No thanks.
Careful. These will give you retinal damage if you stare too long.
Alright. Did you know this facility doesn't distill alcohol? We distill fuel right out of the atmosphere. That special flavor present in every bottle of Rizzo Spectrum Vodka also gives our fuel its unique kick. That we use the same canisters to brew our beverages and store our raw fuel. Damn it, I can't lockpick this now. Cause I don't have damn it. Looks like we'll have to go in the hard way.
Ah, I see you've stumbled upon a little peek into our distillery. These tanks are hard at work brewing the wonderful Rizzo's beverages you know and love, along with exciting new flavors like Rizzo's Spectrum Brown.
There's no way they actually make anything here. This place looks way too nice.
Right. Well. Damn it. We're going to have to find the key or another way in. Shoot! Oh, I think I may have something for that. Rizzo, Spectrum Brown, a bold, full body with earthy notes. Go to your right and follow the path to the tasting room. Damn it.
Now that you've seen behind the scenes, I bet you're pretty thirsty. Well, not to worry. We have every flavor of Spectrum available to delight your palate.
No thanks.
Please note that tour guests are limited to a maximum of 3 different Rizzo's flavor samples. All beverages must be consumed on the premises. Rizzo's is not responsible for gastronomic distress, mild hallucinations, or damage to your sense of taste.
Shut it.
Job, we are on the job. Can I take mine to go?
No, you cannot. This stuff is no good. You definitely don't want any of that Spectrum Brown. All starts here at the orchards. Our purple berries are harvested at peak editability, making them perfect base for our brewing process. Fine distilling has been honed by years of experience. Not only efficient, but highly effective at bringing out the most powerful flavors from our ingredients. After beverages are ready, we bottle them up, ship them out straight to the thirstiest mouths in the Oh, I'm not sure. Is that mascot head? Someone's after him or something as he's protecting. Catch up with the assailant. Maybe this isn't the place? There's another entrance.
That's the last of them.
Alright, I think I found our way in. Okay. This guy's crazier than a loon. What the hell?
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
No, that's a fair question. You want to explain how you're still alive?
Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the Aetherwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
A twin? The only thing worse than being an only child has gotta be having a perfect sibling. Can you imagine the parents?
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
Sorry about Belinda.
So am I. I'm sorry I wasn't there for her. I'm sorry I couldn't protect her. Killing the administrator won't bring her back. But it'll feel good.
Well, you better be
I have
careful.
no regrets. I did exactly what I had to do. I'd do it again. If it means defending Halcyon's future, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
Right.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
They're not symbiotes. I've seen the way they infected behave.
A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes,
That's
or
a
if
lie.
they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless.
You're insane.
Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
Oh. So that was you in the labs. You killed Dr. Blossom.
Have you met Dr. Blossom?
Yep.
She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
Well, I know you killed the Rangers mascot.
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
I saw him rummaging through your things.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He was on Ludovico's side, just like the others. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them.
You killed Constable Keene. She was on your side.
She was on Ludovico's side.
No, she wasn't.
When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
That was really bad. She was a good woman.
You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
I'll put a stop to it, because
Don't
it's
listen to her.
nonsense.
Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness.
Shut it.
Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
Shut it, Ludovico. You're out of your mind.
The lesser of two evils, I suppose. Let's get...
He's insane.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are.
What a shot.
I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close.
Crap. Where the hell is she?
Head through that door. There's another way out.
What? Do what to her? Never gonna make it. There, I'll open the door for you. What door? I'm never gonna make it. You talking about that door? Oh shit, that's sealed. Caught up in some trap. What? Ah, shit.
Find cover, Captain!
Nice work. We're close to the exit. operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
I'm helping you because Ludovico has to be stopped. You and I are not friends.
Oh, surprisingly rude. What did I do to deserve this kind of
You
hostility?
killed Keen.
Oh, right. All those people I killed. Fine, I'll keep this professional. Meet me at the penthouse suite. We'll prepare our next move.
I got some questions.
Not here. In private, back at the penthouse. Also, I rather like the ambiance there. See you soon, Inspector.
Oh yeah, right. All those people I killed. I'm particularly pissed about you killing Constable Keen. Yeah, and the mascot? Really? One thing, stuff is funny. All right.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
Guess nothing. See her?
You've returned. Hope you're finding the hotel to your liking. Now, what can I lend a hand with?
We'll talk about that later.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
Thank you. Penthouse.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
There's no room service, right?
Yes,
Just
there is.
asking.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence.
Alright, do you need a minute?
Thank you, but no. I can't grieve properly while Ludovico's still breathing. So let's see if we can't solve that problem first. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not gonna sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, he'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites.
Alright. And slightly depressed instead of incredibly happy.
This is Halcyon. Everyone's already miserable. A little more despair isn't gonna make a difference. We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of Sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Piraeus spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of Sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you.
Oh, you mean Sprat nucleon. They're commonly used in medical experiments. I should be able to synthesize an effective anti-parasitic.
You're a scientist and an inspector? You really are full of surprises. I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Use the ingredients to synthesize an anti-parasitic.
Is it enough?
I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites.
Most?
The more severe cases are beyond saving. I'm afraid there's not much we can do for Groundskeeper Yarbo. There is one other thing. While you're at Piraeus Spaceport, have a word with Cedric Kincannon. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico. We could use him on our side. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you.
You killed innocent people. Do you really think I'd be okay with that?
Yes, Inspector. I did. Leora Blossom and Maria Keene were on Ludovico's side. They chose to stand between me and my sister's killer. I had to cross them off.
What exactly happened between you and Constable Keene?
Would you believe me if I said I gave the constable a chance? I spoke to her in her office. I told her everything. Belinda, Ludovico, the parasites, all of it. Maria said I was guilty of corporate sabotage, and that she had a duty to report me. She told me how sorry she was, and I told her the same thing. And then I shot her. Maria was defending my sister's killer. If someone murdered one of your crew in cold blood, what would you do?
I would have made them pay.
So you do understand.
I don't understand.
Was there anything else?
I want to ask about Belinda.
My inspector. Am I being questioned?
No, we're just talking.
Fair enough. I do owe you at least a few honest answers. Belinda and I shared the role of Helen, but she was also the only person who knew the real me. To the rest of the colony, I'm Halcyon Helen, but to my sister, I was just Ruth.
You're just an
I could be
actress.
myself around Belinda, and she could be herself around me. She was my only sister, but she was also my only friend.
So people know you're Ruth Bellamy. Was it hard for Belinda to keep herself secret?
No. Belinda enjoyed the secrecy. She could slip into the role of Halcyon Helen, attend social events on my behalf, perform a few stunts, deliver a few lines. And then, when she grew tired of all the people and all the attention, all she had to do was slip out of the role and be my sister again. She was the secret twin. She had a comfortable life in the shadows, an easier life. I made sure of that.
Okay. has nothing to do with this. Easy life in Byzantium. Easy life in Byzantium. You realize the rest of the colony's starving, right?
Do you really expect me to apologize for my success? Because let me tell you something. If you ask a Byzantine to show compassion for the working class, you are asking to be lied to. Besides, Belinda and I spent our lives giving the workers of Halcyon hours of entertainment to help them escape the humdrum routine of their daily lives. Isn't that enough?
Not even a little.
It's going to have to be enough. There isn't much more I can do. Well,
yes,
other
there
than
is.
help you save Halcyon from an infestation of mind-controlling parasites.
And then make a damn movie
So is
about,
there
right?
anything else you wanted to ask me?
I want to hear the whole story. Tell me what happened.
It's a long story, Inspector.
I've got time.
It was supposed to be just another marketing job. Rizzo's wanted Halcyon Helen to be the face of Spectrum Brown. Some hideous concoction served with a dead parasite. All we had to do was spend a few weeks on Eridanos. Shake some hands, sign a few autographs, drink a bottle of Spectrum Brown in front of a camera, and try to smile. Belinda didn't want to go. But I wanted a change of scenery. In any case, we couldn't possibly say no.
So why didn't Belinda want to go?
Belinda always hated endorsement deals. They felt cheap to her, inauthentic. She always believed her first priority was to our fans, and not the company that bought us out.
I didn't know that. What made her change your mind?
Nothing. She took the job when I did. Belinda was an idealist, and her ideals died with her. Belinda and I arrived on Eridanos and played our usual game of trading places. We were practically flawless. Even Ludovico didn't know about us. Belinda was unhappy for the first few days, but then she met Bertie Holcomb. Bertie treated her like a human being and not just an Aetherwave icon. They were just about perfect.
I met the guy. He really did care about her.
Bertie had a temper, and that worried me. But in the end, he was a decent enough fellow. Bertie wasn't the person I should have kept an eye on.
Yeah, you're not
It was
lying.
Ludovico. I had a feeling Ludovico was hiding something. Belinda stayed busy socializing with the celebrities around the complex. That gave me some time to do a little digging.
So he made the way to the orchards and left me my first clue.
The Purpleberry Orchards was the heart of Ludovico's operations. I knew I'd find some answers in the R&D lab. I saw everything. The test subjects, the parasites. Spectrum Brown was never safe to drink. Those harmless, dead parasites at the bottom of every bottle. They were just dormant.
Yep.
They would have sold out in a month. This colony loves novelty. They'll eat up any new product we toss their way. A new cereal, a new Spectrum flavor. Ludovico knows that. From Emerald Vale to Byzantium, a parasite in every brain and a grin on every face. Every last one of us trapped behind a mask of joy. That's what Ludovico wants.
Yeah, I won't let that happen.
I can't do this without your help. I tried doing this on my own once, and look what happened. I was careless. I was risking Belinda's life every step of the way, and I never even realized.
Well, don't blame yourself.
I wish it were that easy. Still, thank you. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
What exactly happened on the night of the murder?
You don't know how many times I relived this moment in my mind. I discovered what Ludovico was up to when I toured the orchards. I threatened to expose his plan. Ludovico decided to eliminate me.
Yep.
He programmed Burbage 3001 to fire on his command and disabled the security cameras in the ballroom. Only, he didn't know about Belinda. I'm sure he thought it was my skull he caved in with a bottle of Spectrum Brown. Burbage covered his blow with the plasma shot, and then Ludovico wiped his memory.
Okay. Yeah, then he hired me to pin the murder on someone else.
I don't think he expected you to be so competent. In the end, hiring you may have been his undoing. I went after Leora Blossom, and you were just one step behind me. I programmed an automech to steal some explosives from Cedric, but you weren't far behind. You were always hot on my heels, one step behind and catching up. I realized I'd have to throw in with you or eliminate you.
You will have lost that fight.
I like your confidence. Take that with you when you hunt down Ludovico.
Yeah, you don't know me. Alright. Bertie was carrying this data pad. I think it's yours.
Yes, this is mine. I'd kept notes on everything I suspected, everything I'd discovered. It's all here, all in code. Belinda and we had a secret way of communicating. Words and phrases that had a special meaning to us.
Okay.
Numbers and dates that were only important to the two of us. Only 2 people in the universe knew that language.
Well, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Hawthorne. Keep the data pad. All it's going to do is remind me of things I could never say to Belinda.
Okay. Alright, well, that was... Man. That was kind of tough. I'm still kind of angry with her for killing Keen and the mascot.
Hello, Inspector. What can I do for you?
I guess nothing. Yeah, she keeps avoiding about the mascot. She killed that innocent guy. That was ridiculous. Okay. I'm going to end this episode here. I want to thank you for watching. I'm Erik Malkavian as the stranger in the Outer Worlds. Spacer's Choice Edition. Thank you very much, and have a good evening. Goodbye.